We'll start with the small talk. I woke up at 2 in the morning shitting because I ate Domino's, so that was fun.
Hey Domino's, if you want to sponsor the show for giving Levi the shits at 2 a.m., you can email us at heelsandquads@gmail.com.
Now, if anybody didn't come here tonight to have a good time, please get the fuck out!
Dance.
Hard to even fucking focus on it. Like, I wanted to have a fucking puke bucket next to me and be like, oh my god, he's gonna puke. Because it was so fucking, this show was fucking awful.
If you experience yellowing of the skin and diarrhea, chills, and a fever, you might be John Dice.
Do you or someone you know suffer from mesothelioma? Have you or someone
Or
you know
jaundice.
died from mesothelioma? Contact us now. You may be entitled to a settlement.
Hold on a second, Levi. I gotta tell you something.
If you or a loved one have any issues, just call Tober Beetle and Musgrave. 1-800-TOBER Beetle and Musgrave. That's a long fucking phone number. You can text it too.
I've got 17 too many numbers.
You guys, I feel like you guys are an extension of Talking Shop. I want to just keep doing this interview. Like, how drunk am I going to be when I land in Las Vegas?
Jesus Christ.
Did you just turn into the fucking Cowardly Lion? Are we on the Yellow Brick Road? Jesus.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Heels and Quads Wrestling Podcast. Cast. We return to our thrones to just do a little, a little talk, a little discussion about the wrestling world and what's happening there. And Dominion, New Japan Pro Wrestling's Dominion was this last Sunday. Wait, for us, it's Sunday early
morning, yeah.
Yeah, like 3 or 2 or whatever. I always enjoyed at my last place staying up once or twice till like 2 in the morning or waking up at 2. But there was a lot of times where I'd just wake up at 6 and catch the main and then
And that was a good thing about the show. It was still 4 hours plus, but it wasn't as long. Like, it started at midnight on the dot Central Time, and the show was over at 4:15.
That's pretty nice.
It's not bad.
No,
Like,
I can deal with that. Yeah.
But when it's midnight to fucking 6:30 in the morning, that's when the sun's up. I'm like, okay, we're done here.
Yeah.
Like, let's pull back the reins on time limits. Where's your stance on like squirrel mishaps?
It's a bummer.
Or like a chipmunk.
It's a bummer for like 0.1 miles, and then I'm like, he ran in front of me. There's a lot of them.
You should have been there.
I mean, it sucks, but it's weird because as I get older, like I've killed bugs that didn't deserve it, And then Mariah's like, "Why would you do that?" And I'm like, "Why do you got to say that?"
Yeah, why do you got me?
And I feel bad.
Worse?
Yeah, but like a spider, I mean, it's.
Oh,
I
yeah,
love it
they
with
gotta
her.
go.
It's always, "Oh, there's a spider." I'm like, "Well, kill it," and she's just like.
They freeze.
Okay, so I'll get it, I guess. I mean, like, just hit it with something. It's okay.
Just, like, throw my flip flop off and just pop.
Yeah. Normally you have a shoe
like,
or something.
I was in the kitchen maybe a week or 2 ago, I remember, but it was like descending from the roof or from the ceiling, and I was like, oh shit,
like webbing down.
And I just clapped that bitch, dude. I was like,
yeah, they're not gonna
spiders. I'm not. It didn't bother me. Snakes?
No.
We've talked about it before. I will not fuck with a snake.
Snakes are sketchy.
Everybody's on their own when it's a snake.
Yeah,
Randy Orton.
Yeah, I mean, if Randy shows up in your backyard, like, what are you gonna do?
You gotta sell your house.
You gotta, yeah, because Randy's
owns
not
it
leaving.
now.
He's gonna steal your wife too. He's Randy. Yeah, man, snakes that's a weird one for me because, like, if I see a garter or something, I'm like, whatever. Like, at first you're like, whoa, it's still a snake.
Yeah.
But you're talking like, dude, West Fork, knock on wood, it's been known to have rattlers around here. If I see a fucking rattler, yes, I'll shit and piss myself at the same time. Like, it's
and
not...
try to get Stone Cold on the horn.
Yeah, Stone Cold, and then have it bite Triple H. I remember when I was a kid, I thought that was real, dude. I thought that was a shoot, but I was like, no way, you can't do that. But yeah, copperheads, rattlesnakes, man, I don't mess with that. Like, there's snakes out there that are not poisonous, but you see the snake and you kind of like, you have to be, if it's a distance, I'm okay.
Yeah. Like,
But
all right. But if you start coming towards me, we're going to have issues.
Yeah. And if it's at your house, then you have to go to bed knowing like he's around somewhere.
Yeah. He's going to crawl through. My biggest fear is coming up through the toilet pipe.
Oh, because it's a thing.
Yeah, dude.
It's a thing.
I remember
mine's
I was
wide
a kid,
open right now.
and I was watching a show. I think it was like some kind of Law and Order show or something, but that happened to somebody. Like the snake came up and like bit their asshole. I'm like,
yeah.
That's not fun. That's not a fun thought. And like, that's like my biggest fear is like getting bit on the a-hole by a snake.
Dude.
While I'm taking a dump ski.
You've got me freaking out now because I got my sewage pipes wide open out back right now. Dude, I got to cap that thing. I don't know what to do.
Just make sure you're checking before you sit down. Hold that turn until you're ready.
But, oh my God, that's terrifying.
You only need 2.5 minutes on that toilet tops.
I don't know, man. It's been like nuggets lately. I need to laxative up or something.
You need some fiber.
Or do an enema. Yeah, I do. I've thought about doing an enema just because I think it'd be really fun to just shit everywhere like that. Anyways, the wrestling world, Dominion, we had that. A lot of big shit happened there. And then there's some news around. There's so much AEW hate going on right now, and I really don't like it. But whatever, it is what it is. WWE, let's see, the Cody Rhodes thing, and he has injury. So we got there's quite a few, and like you said, you wanted to talk about all the injuries. There's a lot of injuries right now.
Yeah, you got Punk, who's out, just won the title, got a foot thing. Bryan Danielson's a little injured, banged up, whatever. Adam Cole, same thing, banged up. But the Punk thing, I wanted to talk to you about. It's a blessing in disguise, I think, because if he's gonna get hurt, now's the time to do it. Because like we talked about in the last show, summertime, not really a big wrestling time. And that was kind of their thinking, I'm sure, was putting the belt on Punk for the summer of Punk, whole thing. But now you're like, okay, well, if we're not going to get good ratings, we want it to be now. The earlier, the better. Let's get it out of the way and get it over with.
Yeah. One thing I wanted to mention on that is between that and MJF being off AEW, man, like there's still a lot of cool stuff happening on there. But this last week, just like it felt like things were missing because two big, man, MJF, like good for him for becoming what he is at his age. I really hope Tony just pays him the money. I don't know where this is going, but I have some theories, or one thing you could do, I guess.
Yeah.
But I think right now it's going to be kind of an undisputed title type thing. Punk's still champion, but
when
there's
he comes back,
it'll be the interim and him. Yeah. And
which assuming it's going to be Moxley, because I don't think him and Tanahashi will have a great match. Tanahashi winning at Dominion to get the right to wrestle Mox at Forbidden Door. Yeah. But I think, unless Tanahashi's coming over here for like a few months. But I don't see that happening.
I don't think so, though, because he probably lives in Japan, I'm assuming.
Right.
So why would you want to?
And I'm pretty sure he was announced for the G1, so that doesn't work out.
Yeah. And he's too big of a... That's like sending Punk or Moxley or Bryan over to Japan for 3 or 4 months.
Which
I can't do it.
They do. AEW does have representation in the G1. Lance Archer is going to be in the G1.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's just been, I don't know. It feels weird knowing they're gone. And like, there's a piece of the puzzle missing. And I want MJF back on TV. I don't know how long it's going to last. I don't know what's happening. Nobody does. But the Punk thing, the sooner he gets back, the better, because I was genuinely, when I had to watch that promo, I was fucking bummed, man, because I was so excited for his Summer of Punk Volume 3.
Right.
But hopefully it'll be, and that there, no question about it. He has to, when he comes back, win the match for the undisputed
get a run
champion, and get a good 6 to 9 month, maybe even a year run, depending on how good it goes.
Yeah.
Because if he gets stale, I'll say it. I'm a Punk fan, but when somebody gets boring, somebody gets boring.
We did it with Hangman.
Yeah. Definitely love the guy, but it got boring. And I don't know, Kenny coming back would be great.
Hopefully.
Did you say Forbidden Door possibly?
I said I could see him showing up. But
showing
it's-
up. Yeah.
everything that I've read is looking like later, like October at the
Fuck.
earliest, which would
What
put
happened
him
again?
just he's banged up, dude.
Yeah.
Like just nagging injuries.
And he's not a spring chicken either. I mean, he's
No,
probably
he's
37,
almost,
38
yeah, he's
years
almost
old.
40.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so he's been out since what? January? February?
Right after he lost the title. So
Which was
yeah,
full gear, right?
Full gear.
So
Yep.
November, yeah. So,
So,
I mean,
'cause
we're
they
closing
did-
in on almost a year.
Did they do? Oh no, he won at Full Gear, and then it was Winter is Coming when Hangman won, wasn't it?
No, that was when Kenny won the year before. He won in December of
That's right. December, January this last year was Daniel Bryan and Hangman, and some
Mhm.
great matches, awesome matches.
yeah.
But that's one. I think that's what I want to see is Punk gets the title, gets his run, and then Daniel Bryan takes it.
Yeah.
Because give it that time to build, man. Because everybody wants.
But it would still be
Bryan
fun.
Danielson.
Yeah, if Kenny comes back, he doesn't have to win the title, obviously. And I don't think he should. I like our idea of let's get everybody kind of a run with the belt before we start having two-timers and all that stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And
Let's let everybody have a run so all the fans can be happy, and then we can start
Yeah.
looking at, okay, who had the best run? And
Yep.
so far, Kenny's had the best run.
Kenny has had the best run. And Mox's was great. Jericho's was great.
Yeah.
But Kenny's was just the heel persona was just
Yeah,
amazing.
I
And
love
then-
heel champions.
Yeah, because
Like
it's
we
the
said,
Triple H thing, man.
the Hangman thing, it was the chase for the title. That
Yeah,
made it good.
yeah,
His reign,
exactly.
but the chase for the title was fucking awesome.
Well, because that chase included All Out, the first or the second ever AEW show.
Yeah.
So the second big show. I guess
Yeah.
they had Fyter Fest too, but yeah. Or Fight for the Fall and all that. But yeah, that was kind of part of the chase too, and then it was the tag titles and then just kind of this long build. And then he finally got it. It was like, fuck yeah, it's awesome.
Which, yeah, and their tag title run was fun too.
Yeah. But, he gets the strap and then he's kind of just like, hey, I'm champion, and the Lance Archer thing. Lance Archer's great, man, but he needs a more wider character
Yeah.
to be.
He's not
champion.
quite to the point now where he's like that bona fide solidified main event.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like, it's like when Uncle Terry was the champion and they'd bring in like Kamala and King Kong Bundy, and it's like those big heel guys that the
Exactly.
babyface champion takes down, and they look like, or Shawn with Vader and Diesel and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's Lance Archer's a heater, I guess.
Yeah, basically.
He's the guy. He's the big dude.
And nothing wrong with
used to go
that. I
over.
mean,
No,
it's-
there's a place for them.
yeah, and it's not like it's not like the old days where they got a payday based on their stance on the card. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they're not selling out MSG with Terry, but they're under contract, so they're getting paid no matter what. So
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you want to be in the business to be the champion. You want to be in the business to be in the main events, but also if you're getting a payday, like, who gives a shit?
Yeah, and
Your time will eventually come.
to the Lance Archer thing. Yeah, exactly.
You got to work on it though.
That Lance Archer being champion in AEW, absolutely someday. But
Yeah.
give it the build. He's going to be that Kane type guy where he
Right.
has it. He's perfect for take it off somebody for a month, a transitional champion, unless he just blows up and becomes this crazy over superstar
And it
as a
could-
heel or
It
whatever.
could happen.
Yeah, because I've always been a Lance Archer fan.
I
Man.
mean, look at
He's-
Wardlow.
Yeah,
He was. I mean, he was one of the lesser known people coming into AEW, and then he has the thing with MJF, and everybody was like, when's he gonna turn? When's he gonna turn? And they built it up, and he finally gets that moment, and now everybody's on the Wardlow bandwagon. Is he ready to be a champion? Absolutely not. No way. He's not great on the mic. His matches are like Goldberg matches, and I'm not shitting on him. He is what he is. He's a big guy. Not all big guys can do fucking moonsaults like Vader.
Yep.
So, but he, like him, like everybody else on the roster, they have their place. They just have to realize, hey, I might have to take a back seat for 6 months to a year before I get to that point. Even getting a shot at the title. He's young though. Wardlow's probably maybe early 30s.
He can't be
Late 20s, maybe.
He can't be any later than early 30s.
Yeah.
No way. Like
He's
32 at
he
the
looks
most.
young.
Yeah. Yeah. He's just so happens to be a really jacked young dude. I thought about even like Christian, like throw a strap on Christian,
Yeah.
a big name while Punk is out. But I'm okay with Mox getting it again. But I don't know. I think I'm with you on like get it around first before we get the 2-time champs. Because I mean,
In this circumstance, it makes sense because
Yes.
he's the next big star
yeah,
on the roster to give it a good summer run because people will watch because people are fucking goo over fucking Moxley.
yep.
I'm still not on the train, but
I know.
I mean I get it, but it's just so Heath Ledger Joker to me.
I liked
The
his
way
old
his body
theme song
moves and
better.
stuff.
Yeah,
It's just,
that's a little weird.
I don't know, man.
I liked his old theme song better. I
The
wish he would have just kept that.
Street tough Moxley.
Yeah, he is. He's a street tough guy. He's the thug. And Eddie Kingston's over, but like with the indie crowd.
Yeah.
And then like, you could break Matt Hardy and throw the strap on him, but then like what's the story for him going broken?
That's a good segue into conversation we should have.
Yeah.
Speaking of Matt Hardy.
Probably not going to be able to throw the belt on Jeff Hardy right now.
Right.
Which I would love, man.
Yeah. I'm kind of curious because we all saw the article already. I'm sure actually Patreon might be early enough where some people haven't heard what happened yet. If they hear it on the Patreon first, patreon.com/heelsquads. But Jeff was arrested again last night, right before midnight, I guess is what it said when it happened.
Yeah.
DUI, suspended license, whatever. It's like, dude, just fucking get a driver, man. You've got money. Like, what are you doing out? Get an Uber.
I don't know, man.
It's a real
fucking bummer because it's like, why?
You don't have a license right now. Like, get a fucking Uber.
What is he doing?
Worth it. Not only driving drunk, but with a cancel. I should step back and say he was drunk. So shouldn't drive drunk at all.
With a suspended license as well, revoked license. Yeah. He like these things that happen. Jeff Hardy's one of my childhood heroes. He's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. I've always loved Jeff. This is more of a personal thing. Like, I just want him to get straightened out with this. Like, what is he doing driving rural North Carolina fucking hammered all the time?
Yeah, I didn't want to bring it up to like diss him because I
like
love
him Jeff, too, man.
And yeah, he was in Florida. He wasn't even in North Carolina. That's
the
this
thing.
Was
in Florida.
It's like, you're out of town. Like, have a fucking Uber driver. And if he rented a car, how the fuck did he rent a car with a canceled, revoked license?
Probably with the money he could have paid to use an Uber. I don't know, man. It's a real fucking bummer. And
I'm with you though. I just wanted to get straight. Like,
I thought he was.
I thought he was too. But there was a lot of like hesitation with people on I guess internet. I don't know if Tony Khan actually had these reservations or not. But it was like, should AEW sign Jeff with his past demons and all that stuff? And it's like, like I told you before we started recording, it's like somebody like that is this way. Mainly, I mean, it could just be like a chemical imbalance or it's a hereditary thing because I believe alcoholism is 100% can be hereditary.
I think so, yeah.
But I mean, a lot of it has to do with those fucking bumps, dude. That's why all these wrestlers get fucking pill addictions and fucking alcohol addictions because they're fucking hurting all the fucking time. Like I've told you before, one of the main reasons why I drink, and I don't drink near as much as, some of these people, but it's like, it's pain from like, just grinding all the fucking time. It's like, fuck. I'd rather drink than pop a pill, and I'm not advocating either way.
That's my problem is I'd rather pop a handful of pills than drink. So.
But it's like, shit, if your state and weed's legal, fucking smoke a joint.
Yeah, dude, seriously.
If it's legal, don't break the law. But if it's illegal,
it's kind of crawling the medical and the legality of it is
like, even CBD has helped me tremendously.
Yeah, man, CBD is huge. I think now for and that's the thing too. You got to put that in perspective. Like, look at the bumps Jeff has taken. Look at his
he'd probably
body,
something a little
dude.
stronger than a fucking jizz on.
Yeah, man. So like, I get popping some Vicodin and I get drinking, but like to do it and then go driving around, why? Like, obviously, if you've had problems with that, you have to stay away from it. That's just how it goes. Like, That's just the reality
Find a
of it,
different
like,
vice, something to get your fucking mind
Yeah.
off shit. But I mean, like
Yeah.
I said, the aches and pains, that's another thing. But I mean, get a fucking prescription, and if you're too fucked up and you gotta go somewhere, get a ride.
You have the
Don't get
money.
behind the fucking wheel.
Yeah. And
Even if you
Matt,
don't have the money, like I'm talking to anybody that might have this problem, like
yeah, exactly.
don't get behind the fucking wheel of a car. Because I used to tell people this when I was a bartender still, you know, I have to cut you off. I'm sorry. And they're like, well, I don't understand, because if you get behind the wheel and you kill somebody,
That's
that's on me. And
Yeah.
that's not even the worst part, but those people are fucking dead.
Yeah.
You know, what if you kill a fucking van with a family in it? You know what I
like
mean?
you're partially responsible, you
Yeah,
know?
but even
that's
if,
why
like,
over-serving
the
is
person
thing.
that does it, that hits them, that's fucked up, it's like, that's on you for the rest of your
Yeah.
life. If you live
Yep.
through that and you kill somebody, you have to live with that.
That's the
So,
thing with going out on holiday nights and shit. It's like,
Yeah.
you don't want to go out. I'm like, I'm not worried about me. I'm
right,
worried about the dumb fuckers that are on the road that are just
you're worried about getting
trashed and-
hit.
Yeah, dude, my uncle, he's gone now, but his first wife was killed in a drunk driving accident. He sued the shit out of him because of that. I don't know. I mean, dude was just brilliant with the law. Like he was like spec ops or something, man. Like he wouldn't show you what was in his trunk and shit. But
Oh,
yeah. God rest Uncle Bill's soul, man. But that happened, and he won a lawsuit over it. But you know, whatever. I don't know. I don't know. I just and I love Jeff, but Tony Khan's got to punish him. He's got to have something because
Yeah.
he can't let it go. Suspension, whatever it may be. Hell, if you let him go, you let him go. It is what it is because it's just at this point, dude, it's unacceptable. I love Jeff. I just want him to be straight, man. He's just like, seriously, as a person, he's one of my heroes. You know, his story and he's cool, man.
yeah.
But it just sucks to
Not when
see
you're
it
fucked up.
again. Yeah, man. To see, and then you know, Matt can't watch him all the time. Matt kind of
Right. Well, shit, he's
Yeah.
got fucking 45 kids. He doesn't have time.
no
When
shit.
he's not
He's got
wrestling,
the,
he's
what
at
does he
home,
call it?
you know?
The gaggle of children.
Yeah.
He
So,
can't.
I mean, obviously, this is like the smallest part of it, but obviously now the fucking tag title match is in jeopardy. And like I said, it is the smallest part of it. But it's like, man,
Yeah.
I was really looking forward to that, and I thought it was just because we were just talking the last show about, you know, bring back the TLC shit. So we're getting a triple threat
Mhm.
ladder match with the Bucks, the Hardys, and Jurassic Express for the tag titles. But now that's in jeopardy. So not only is he fucking himself and possibly others, and you know, endangering lives by being out on the road fucked up, but now he's endangering, you know, the
product.
product. Thank you. I
Yeah.
almost said process.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now he's endangering your product because
yeah.
you know, you had this tag title match built up. It was going to be like, other than I think the hair versus hair match, which I'm kind of worried on how that's going to go.
Yeah,
But,
I'm interested in that.
Yeah,
man.
very. But I mean, that was that's going to be a big selling point for this show. And you're like, fuck, man, just stop being stupid. That's all I can say
Yeah.
about it. And I'm
That's
done
what,
talking about it.
and that's the reality
be
of it.
fucking
Dude. It is what it
stupid.
is, man.
Stay off
I've
the
been
road when
there
you're
before.
fucked up.
Yeah, man.
If
I've
you-
been
if
there, and
anybody
you just
out
have
there-
to tell yourself.
Yeah, you sit down in the fucking driver's seat and you have any fucking doubt that you're a little fucking buzzed, because I mean, it can
Yeah.
happen. Your fucking inhibitions all fucked up, and your
Yep.
fucking your whatever it's called, motor skills are
Yeah, your
Meteorated.
decision-making skills, everything's altered.
But
so you can't-
everybody that's ever done that has got in the fucking driver's seat and go, man, I probably shouldn't do this. I guarantee you, every single person, they'll never admit it. They'll be like, oh, I know I was so fucked up. Well, if that's the case, you definitely shouldn't have did it. But like,
yeah,
you have like 1 or 2 beers, I get it. That's one thing. You have 2 beers at dinner, probably good to go. But and it also depends on your body size.
yeah. If I have 2 beers at dinner, I'm probably gonna let Mariah drive.
Yeah.
you know, like that's not good for.
But you,
like, I'm
and your
buzzed.
tolerance level is much lower.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
I'm
overall.
trying to play
man, it's a
devil's
really-
advocate.
Yeah, I know. It's just I'm just bummed about the situation because
Yeah, it sucks.
like you've advertised the match, then okay, if you do it, he's gonna be gone because he needs to go. Like something needs to happen with Jeff because
So
it
they're
can't
obviously
go-
not going to win the belts.
No, which they
Regardless.
probably were going to. So
Probably.
now it's either the Bucks win and become second time, or you keep it on Jurassic Express. But I think Jurassic Express is awesome. They can run with the titles, but I think I'm ready for a new tag champ as well, just for a little change. And that's nothing. I love Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus, man. They're awesome together.
But it would have been cool for the Hardys to get those belts and add another notch in their, belt.
Yep. It would have been cool, but what do you do?
Either way, I don't think the match will happen the way it was planned.
Yeah.
Like maybe they find like somebody to tag with Matt just because they've already advertised it and it could have, possibly sold tickets. I think this is in St. Louis this week, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
this was Dynamite, right?
Yeah.
That the ladder match. Yeah.
So maybe they do that, or maybe they just put another team in, or they just make it a one-on-one Bucks and Jurassic Express.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm just overall pretty bummed about the situation, but otherwise, I hope the best for Jeff, and I just really want the guy to get it together, and just because these guys are at the end of their career, and I just need a good Hardy's run.
Yeah.
And if you got to cut back on the bumps, dude, to survive, that's fine.
Yeah. Like, dude, I mean, Double or Nothing, we were talking about it the other, last week or whatever, or right after it happened. And it was like, people were like, oh man, they look sloppy and blah, blah, blah. It's like, dude, like, we already talked about it. We did the review of Double or Nothing.
Yeah,
but it's
go
like,
listen to that.
Who gives a shit? Like, it's their legends.
It's the Hardys, man. Yeah, look, Uncle Terry didn't look very good in the fucking ring, but we still watched him when he was old.
He didn't look good TNA. He didn't, or 2002 even. He didn't look great.
Yeah, he was very stiff, in not moving a whole lot.
The joints don't move like they once did.
Yeah,
I mean,
you can't.
I don't know. That whole thing sucks for everybody involved.
Yeah, I'm pretty bummed, but so you got now you're looking at, so let's talk about that now. You got Punk, Jeff Hardy probably going to be gone. MJF, God knows what happened, what he's doing. Brian Danielson, what's up with that? Is it the leg thing?
I'm not sure exactly what's going on with him. You heard it was a leg thing?
Hurt.
Yeah.
Well, I thought he got his leg caught in between the ring and the.
Oh yeah, maybe it's just one of those injuries that's kind of just
been
nagging.
Lingering. Yeah, lingering. I don't know.
And Adam Cole, it's his shoulder, I want to say.
I know. Well, you know what? Here's the thing. You talk about people aren't on TV. Well, Tony Khan, here you go.
TV.
This is your opportunity to let's start working on some new stars. So when those guys come back, they got to earn their spot back. Yeah. So build some people up, man. Use some people that you have. You have a massive roster. Use Samoa Joe. Use Christian. Like I said, he doesn't have to just be a manager. I know he's beat up too.
Yeah.
But dude, if he's just doing once a week, in a very easy match,
do what you do with Sting. Put him in a 6-man. Put him with Jurassic Express. Have him do some 6-mans. You don't have to defend the titles every week.
Yeah.
I know it gets eyes on TV, but you don't have to do a title match every week. Speaking of this week, we have the Jericho and Ortiz match, hair versus hair.
Man, the only thing I can think about this match is Jericho went to Tony Khan and said, "Hey, I'm thinking about cutting my hair."
Right.
That's all I can think.
That's all I can
Ortiz
think about,
isn't getting rid of his hair.
Right.
Unless he is.
A lot of people have fucking, gave Jericho some shit because his hair isn't as full and thick as it used to be.
51 years old, dude.
Right. But I like his long hair. I've always liked him with long hair. And then when he grew it back out, it was that we saw that progression in the length of his hair, the list. It was kind of shorter. And then when he went to Japan, it was the 2002
that was
Shawn Michaels.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then it progressed.
But Jericho Ortiz has to win to get blood and guts, right? Isn't that the deal? So I guess.
Or no. He said, you want blood and guts, you got blood and guts.
Oh.
And then
Okay.
something about the hair versus. Oh, because
thought
he
he said you had to-
came in the ring and cut a chunk of Jericho's hair.
Oh
And
yeah.
And then
yeah.
now it's a hair versus hair match.
Yeah. Well,
Because
he
Blood and
cuts his
Guts is
hair,
the
man.
end of the month in Detroit. It's like the 29th or something.
Is it
27th.
it's a dynamite though?
Uh-huh.
That's happening on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you know how they have this special, like this one's like Road Rager or whatever this week.
Yeah. Yeah. And then we got for WWE's end of things, we got Cody's torn pec. It said it was the doctor apparently said it was torn right off the bone.
Dude, it was gnarly looking
It
too.
was
When he
gnarly.
took his fucking jacket off. Yikes.
Now I saw that Meltzer gave that match 5 stars.
Sure.
The Cody and Seth match.
Did you happen to see my tweet that I tweeted out?
No, I didn't.
I said I said I think we should just give everybody 5 stars as long as they promise they did their best.
That's good. I like that.
And then I said, but we're on the honor system here, folks.
That's a good little shot at Meltzer.
Yeah.
And,
Well, I mean, he's kind of a douche.
yeah,
He is a douche.
yeah, he is. Him and Brian Alvarez.
Like, I just want to know why people take all of the star ratings to fucking heart.
Because he's like I don't know, he's like the wrestling god. And hey, kudos to Meltzer, Brian, all those guys in Figure 4. Like they've made a very successful brand. So good for them. But
you guys want to sponsor the show?
Yeah, if you Figure 4 Online, if you want to sponsor the show. They sometimes I'm just like, whatever, it's very.
But I mean, I guess it's no different than us like giving our shitty opinions. It's like if you really want to listen to it, you'll listen to it.
Yeah.
But it's also like we've always said, make the decision for yourself. Form your own opinion. Wrestling is not hard. I have to drive this home every time. Wrestling is not hard to figure out. That's why like sometimes when I read tweets and they're like, what's going on? I don't understand this. And then like sometimes the opinions are like so far out there and I'm like, what?
Yeah, dude.
Like how could
these wrestling fans come up with some weird shit?
I'm like, how could you even see that possibly happening?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, I'm not the smartest, Mark, but like I can see where a story goes. Wrestling history, like they're not doing anything different today than they've done for the last 6 years.
No. When you're a kid, you're a little more blind to it.
Yeah.
But as an adult,
like, grown adults that are like, well, I don't understand why this is happening. Like, how do you not understand it?
Yeah.
How? I don't get it.
It's pretty amazing. I think some people still live in kayfabe, man. It's not a shoot.
Yeah. I've honestly wondered this. Do you think people play stupid to like make it look like they're just like the biggest fan?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think some people
thing?
that are endorsed or sponsored in some sort of way by like some of the British wrestling things that on YouTube or whatever. And I watch those guys. They're all good. I like some of their stuff, but like a lot of times they'll be doing predictions for, it's like Hell in a Cell predictions or whatever it may be. Oh man, it's Roman Reigns. This is just a mock-up.
Fabrication.
Roman Reigns versus Mustafa Ali. Man, I wonder if Mustafa's really going to win the title, dude. I don't know. I'm going Mustafa, man. It's like, dude, we know what's going to happen. It's shit like that really bothers me.
Yeah.
I'm like,
well, that's
really
why I brought it up. That's exactly the kind of thing I mean, I was talking more fans like,
yeah,
than actual people who do kind of what we do.
But them too.
Yeah.
They are also like that. Fans. Yeah. When they're really like,
and I'm not shitting on any one person. There's a gaggle of people that this is. It's not any one person. But I'm just like, I'm amazed sometimes. Like I'll read like one person's tweet and then I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do a little comment dive, and I'll just read through them. I'm like, no, fuck, there's no way this person thinks could ever happen.
No, sometimes, like, seriously, man, I think some people are still they're just living kayfabe. Like, they don't, I don't know.
When there's like, somebody's going to return or something, and somebody will be like, you think it's going to be like RoboCop? Is RoboCop coming back to wrestling?
Yeah, shit like that, man.
I'm like,
yeah, I know what you're saying.
Fuck,
yeah.
dude. Like, get the fuck out of here. There's not a RoboCop movie to promote. Of course, it's not RoboCop.
Yeah,
Jesus
you
Christ.
think RoboCop's coming back? It's like, dude, I'm positive it's RoboCop.
Dude, I am 100% sure. My
I
sources tell me
don't,
it's RoboCop.
I don't know about you, but I am dead set on RoboCop making his way back.
And I think you should give him a run with the title, you know? It's
Yep.
RoboCop, dude.
Oh yeah, I saw a cool RoboCop action figure the other day.
In the NECA section.
I think there
Yeah.
was that. There
It's
was
cool.
there was another one I saw though. Yeah. I see cool figures all the time, man.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, about the Cody thing. Like, dude, that sucks because they just threw fucking bags of money at him. And to have this happen so quick in the run, and now he's gonna be out for 9 months, you're like, yikes.
Well, it's one of those things too. It's like, I mean, look, they threw bags of money at Punk, and now he's gonna be out for fucking 6 to 9, whatever it's gonna be.
Yeah.
You know, it said it's optimistic that he'll be back by the end of the year, but you know, I think he'll be back by the end of the year.
Yeah.
But there's there's only John Cena heals like John Cena,
Right.
you know, because that dude, he would come back fast because
Yeah.
he's just a freak.
It'd be like a fucking year-long injury, and he'd be back in 3 months.
5 months. Yeah.
It was nuts.
exactly.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I remember when that happened. And it was like, what the fuck?
Yep.
But yeah, that sucks. And like, I always think about those year-long injuries. Like, you're taking literally a year to heal an injury, and you're not only that, and that sucks, but you're losing out on a year of your career, an entire year.
Yeah, and that's the huge thing, man. These guys that are like, as the years go, especially when you get injured in your 40s, like that's dire to your career because it could be
so
the end
long
of your
to
career.
heal.
Yeah, and it takes so long to heal that, like, you know, you only have a couple years left as it is. Because realistically, I mean, Jericho, he's doing it right the way he performs at his level, his age. But like, you know, you can perform past 50, but as the 40s go on, it is a drastic drop.
You've got to learn to adjust your style.
Yeah.
Like Jericho has. And like when Austin came back, shit, I mean, he hadn't been in the ring in fucking 20 years. But it's like he did it right because, you know, he was conditioned well enough, but also, you know, do a street fight, do a like Sting does with the tag matches and stuff, where doesn't really do a lot. But when he does something, it means something.
Yep.
So I don't know. How old's Cody? Do you know?
I think he's like 34 or 35, something like that.
So he's closer to my age.
Let me see. Yeah, he is. Cody Rhodes. How old? He is. Yeah, he's 36.
Okay.
He'll be 37 June 30th. So
yeah, he's getting. Yeah, I feel like kind of like 36, 37 is like that cutoff. You might as well be 40 at that point.
Yeah, but you're still. I feel like, see, that's the thing, man. That 35 to 40, that needs to be the prime of your career.
Yep.
So he's hitting it at least. But I think when he comes back, there's your opportunity to be like, let's throw him in the title picture. Although he's really only had the one feud, though.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, at this point, let's see, what is it? The 6th month. So he's out 9 months. That puts him right around Mania. So he can't even come back and win the Rumble. Unless he heals quickly enough. That's his comeback. He comes back to the Rumble, wins the Rumble, gets the title match.
I think he'll be back before the Rumble.
You think?
Where are we at now?
They said 9 months.
Fuck. Yeah, but Cody is kind of that dude that could heal quick.
Yeah.
You know?
He's a grinder.
He is a grinder, and we're at, well, that's 6 months. I mean, you're cutting 3 months off of that. So that's tough. Mania, he could come back for another Mania match, but yeah, you don't get to just throw him in the title picture for that. Rumble, I think, probably would have been the plan for Cody.
Yeah. Well, okay, so Mania is usually like the first week of April ish.
Yeah.
January is Rumble. You got February and March. Maybe do some kind of, I mean, I'm sure there's going to be some kind of pay-per-view in between Rumble and Mania. Like, have Cody come back. Well, I mean, he's 3-0 against Rollins. I think that feud's done. Hell in a Cell was the payoff.
Yeah, that has to be over. You can't. Well, it is WWE, but
Yeah,
you can't bring him back and just start another Raw. That would be so lame.
right. But what I was gonna say you could do is have Rollins win the Rumble, and then Cody, like they have their whole like Cody comes back and he's like, I want to challenge you for your spot at Mania, or something like that. Which
Yeah.
sucks because he didn't actually win the Rumble, and that's a big moment. And he
Yeah,
said, I told you about it in that interview. He said he wanted to win the Rumble because he's got so much time and all that in the Rumble over the years.
yeah. His stats in the Rumble.
I think he's going to push himself to come back for the Rumble.
I think he is, man, because he's Cody Rhodes, and that's.
Yeah.
I think it's crazy, dude, because I feel like I just looked up his age not that long ago, and I thought he was 32.
Yeah.
But no, or well, I guess yeah, he probably was, but that was shit. That's 5 years ago now.
You were probably thinking like it was yesterday or last week.
Yeah, it
Fuck,
just
that was
feels
5
like
years ago.
it feels like I just looked it
I-
up. And
yeah,
it
I
was
do
like
that shit all the time.
34, you know, but people, it's crazy as we age, everybody else gets older too. I know it's crazy, right?
It's
But
a crazy
it's,
concept. Kayfabe.
it's just to me, man, it's still just nuts when it's like, oh, Jeff Hardy, you know, I'm like, oh man, that's my guy. It's like, oh, he's 44 or 45 now. I'm like, fuck, man, he used to just be this 20-year-old guy that I looked up
Yeah,
to as a
he was a
20-year-old dude.
15-year-old kid wrestling on Raw
Yeah, because they started really early, man.
Yeah. It was like, yeah, they were like 14, 15.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, it's just plagued with injuries, man. I want to look up what's actually up with Daniel Bryan because I'm genuinely curious. Bryan
Yeah.
Danielson. Brian, I can't stop saying Daniel Bryan.
It's in your head, and you're in your head about it.
Yeah, I am. Bryan
Dude,
Danielson injury.
I never really heard anything, but yeah, now that you said that about the leg getting caught thing, that could be the issue because that looked like it was pretty rough.
Here's Figure 4 online, so you know it's true.
Yeah.
Bryan Danielson expected to miss 1 to 2 weeks due to injury. Danielson pulled out of a Sunday meet and greet as he was reportedly unable to fly.
Mm-hmm.
Following last Sunday's physically brutal anarchy in the arena match, Double or Nothing, Bryan Danielson is expected to miss the next 1 to 2 weeks of action due to injury. According to Fightful report, a staff member told a fan that Danielson was injured and unable to fly. Yeah, okay, I got that part.
But what is it?
It is unknown what the injury is. Danielson passed out in the match while Jarrett. Yeah, we know that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so again, maybe like it's been the theme of this show is the nagging injuries.
Yeah. Or
You
maybe it's
could
fucking
have aggravated it.
Maybe it's kayfabe. Maybe he had something else going on. He had to take the time off. I mean, I saw Jericho was just on fucking vacation for like 2 weeks.
Well,
But I mean, nothing wrong with it.
yeah, I don't know.
What about Adam Cole? Look that up.
Let's check out the Adam Cole situation.
Because I thought I heard that it was his shoulder.
Well,
but
right.
But I could be wrong. I mean, there's so much going on that I get names and shit mixed up quite a bit. So
report reveals injury update on AEW's Adam Cole. Adam Cole has popped up on Dynamite. Cole's last match was a Double or Nothing. It remains to be seen if he will have to step away from in-ring competition because of the injury at some point. But for now, he doesn't appear to be taking any time away. We wish Adam all the best and hope for a speedy recovery.
Okay. Why do people report on this shit and have nothing?
And they make a huge page out of it.
Yeah.
Like there's so much stuff because half of it's ads, but
right.
Like this one says that was Comic Book. WrestlingInc.com says Adam Cole reportedly dealing with multiple injuries.
Okay, so it's like
Cole's
the Kenny
been
thing.
Reportedly dealing with a labrum injury as far back as his AEW World Title program with Hangman.
Okay.
That was a good highlight to
Yeah.
Hangman's. Cole has been banged up for quite a while, and the word is he's been battling a series of injuries, nagging injuries, for longer than most realize. Cole has reportedly been dealing with a labrum injury as far back as the title. The report added that Cole's labrum was actually torn during his rivalry with Paige, though that has not been confirmed by AEW himself because nothing's ever confirmed. It's all speculation. Yeah. There's no word on whether Cole will be forced to miss time or if he'll be rehabbing an injury. the leader of the Undisputed Elite.
So literally nothing.
Yeah.
Labrum
Yeah.
is it?
What did it say? The Undisputed Elite was on commentary during this week's Dynamite for the Hangman Page versus David Finlay match, following which he challenged Okada.
Mm-hmm.
Cole did?
Hangman.
He
said, "I
Hangman
want."
did, that's
He
right,
wants
yeah.
Okada,
Yeah.
and Cole just wanted whoever won the title, which is Jay White. Spoiler
Yeah.
alert. That
Okay.
happened 2 days
Cool.
ago.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. There's your
So
feud.
yeah, so speculation, Forbidden Door. We get Mox and Tanahashi for the interim AW title. Assuming it'll be Hangman and Okada in just some kind of match, I want to say they've wrestled before in Japan. I'm sure they did at
There's that
G1
Mox
or something. No, Hangman and Okada.
Yeah, probably.
I think they've done it in the G1 before. And then Adam Cole and Jay White, which would be cool. I'm good with that. Similar body types.
The Forbidden Door. That's a movie. I'm trying to look up the pay-per-view, man.
Hey, don't tell me about a movie. I'm trying to look up a pro wrestling event.
Yeah, there's not much confirmed.
Yeah.
It's the Moxley and Tanahashi for the that is apparently confirmed. Moxley versus Tanahashi for the AEW World Title.
Mhm.
That
happened at Dominion. Dominion,
Yeah.
Tanahashi wrestled Goto for the chance to wrestle Moxley. at Forbidden
Moxley.
Door. Yeah.
That's I think the respective titles stay on the company.
Mhm.
But that being said, that would also be really cool to see Hangman as IWGP champ.
Well,
And
if Hangman were to wrestle Jay White,
if Hangman were, that's
because
true.
Okada lost the belt,
If Cole
won,
still
Jay
would
White.
be cool to see. And then Tanahashi as AEW champion, it would be cool. It would kind of swap audiences, and kind of mix some stuff up. But I feel like for the most part, you don't need to do that because that Japan
37
audience,
text messages.
Are you serious? Right?
I swear to God.
Like from a group or what?
No, just everything. And it's
Holy
Jeff Hardy,
cow.
Jeff Hardy, Jeff Hardy, Jeff Hardy. Yeah, dude. I just real quick, we can talk about Dominion, and then get out of here. But dude, honestly, it was probably the easiest watch I've seen of Japan in a long time. Like the match,
it's a digestible 4.5
the
hours.
first 6 matches were quick, and it was just like, okay, like we got into it, and I got to like match 5, and I was like, holy shit, this has already been on for 2 hours. Like it didn't feel like that at all. And then I was like, fuck, but we've only got 4 matches left, and it's going to be at least be another 2 hours, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's your 30-minute, 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 30.
And then you're like, oh shit. But I mean, solid matches. Jay White and Okada was awesome as usual. Okada's the fucking man, dude.
He's so good.
And like I saw it again, like I told you at All In, I was like, dude, he is the Japanese version of The Rock. And like when he came out,
The Rock, the Cena,
just he has that Rock vibe to him. He got up on the turnbuckle and he just kind of looked, and he almost like did an eyebrow thing, and I was like, what the fuck? Like it was really weird. It was like
he's that moment, star, man.
But he's huge, dude. If he started making movies, he would be one of those guys. Like he would be a draw
in Japan.
Yeah, in Japan, obviously.
Yeah.
But dude, yeah, that match was great. There were spots where I was just kind of like, oh man, I get it, it's story. And Jay White's like trying to get the crowd into it, like you saw on the after-match promo. But it was like, okay, I get it. Okay, I get it. Like, let's get back to the action. Like, but that's how it is. They gotta, Okada selling the fuck out of it. He did a great job. Put Jay White over. Okada could lose a match and nobody gives a shit.
No, he doesn't. He's good, man. People know how badass he is.
Will Ospreay won the U.S. belt, but they didn't have the belt to present to him because Juice had his appendix taken out. He was supposed to be in the match. Yeah. So I don't know how that's going to work. If they're going to have I'm assuming they'll have a match now, possibly at Forbidden Door.
Yeah.
To figure out the real champion. Do fucking ladder match like WrestleMania 10. Just saying. Juice and Ospreay. That would be cool.
That would be awesome, dude. That would be awesome.
You heard it here first, folks. Carl Anderson won the never open weight title. Finally, that one-on-one with him and Tama Tonga that's been building for 2 fucking years now.
So before Tommy
ahead, sorry.
continues, I haven't watched Dominion yet. I know the results and all that, but that's one I'm looking forward to,
Yeah.
as well as, of course, IWGP and then the US, all that. So anyways, continue.
And I know what Carl won't hear it, Uncle Gunka. He won't hear this because he doesn't listen to it. Like, I'm just saying this, his best match since he left Japan. So his last match in Japan was the last best match. This is the new best match.
This is his new best
Like,
match.
it was really good. He told a good
Because
story.
it's not a tag, and it's
Yeah.
I like those guys in singles competition, like more working a match more,
Yeah.
because tag is like, it's the usual formula most tag matches.
Right. But also, I mean, when he has worked a singles, he's not getting that absolute freedom that he gets in Japan. Like, I mean, it's go out there and do it. But, he's talking shit during the match. And of course, in Japan, with them not able to yell and stuff like that, they can only clap and be, because of, what's going on in the world still. It is still real. But like,
it's real.
Like, Carl's like fucking dripping sweat. And it's just like, yeah, dude, like fucking work, man. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, work, Carl.
Work, motherfucker. But it ends Doc, some fuckery with Doc on, and then gun's done, and then it's over. But I mean, just how many times you almost see the gun stun, like the last 3 minutes. It's like, okay, is this gonna be the one? No, reversal. Okay, is this gonna be the one? No, reversal. And because Tama does the gun stun too, he took it over when Carl went to the Fed. But so they're both trying to do it, and it's like, okay, come on, let's wrap this up. But it was good. I could have watched it for another 20 minutes. But
so how long had Tama been never open weight?
He had just won it when the boys came back over on what show was that? That was May 1st, right?
Yeah.
Wrestling Dontaku?
I think that was Dontaku, yeah.
Yeah. That he won it that night, and that's when they jumped it. Okay. That's when he got kicked out of Bullet Club. Great O'Con, Jeff Cobb took the IWGP tag belts from Chase Owens. Big Bad Luck Fale. Saw that coming. Chase Owens is like that guy that's always in Bullet Club that a lot of people forget, but like he's starting to get like, he's been there so long now where he's like a legit name.
Yeah. And
I mean, he's good. I like him.
He's kind of a Japan almost original type thing.
Yeah.
Like he's had most of his career as Japan.
Yeah. Like he's worked a few indies and stuff in like Texas and shit like that. But yeah, his career is New Japan.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yano beat Doc, fuckery match, comedy. Yano, there was a couple of 6-man tags that opened it up. Good stuff. I mean, and then of course we talked about Tanahashi beating Goto for the chance to wrestle Mox. I'm winded. I'm done. I think I'm done.
Yeah, I was getting winded a little bit when I was talking. So I don't remember for sure, but are the Japan paydays good? I mean, they have to be pretty good, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because
even the flight alone, that's like a 15-hour flight or something like that.
Yeah.
Like that's you're losing a day just flying and then flying home.
You need to get paid for that, especially, and then you have to quarantine or whatever still.
And then I did fail to mention our really good friend Rocky. Shout out to Rocky Romero. He came out and attacked O'Con and Cobb. Of course, it did basically nothing because it's Rocky and they're two big guys.
Yeah.
But it was basically him. Like, I don't know. I know they mentioned on commentary, they were talking about FTR and Cobb and O'Con. But I also could see Trent and Rocky wrestling them for the IWGP tag belts.
Yeah.
Which would be cool.
That would be pretty sweet.
But FTR
for Forbidden Door.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be tight.
But I mean, I could see FTR getting that spot too. But with Trent and Rocky having more ties with Japan, unless FTR is going to start going to Japan, that would be cool as fuck too. FTR in Japan.
When is Forbidden Doors coming up?
It's the end of the month,
soon,
yeah.
Yeah, it's that's right around the corner. Dude, that's gonna be a cool show, man. Just AEW versus Japan for
Dude,
the
I'm
most
just
part.
so bummed it's not on Fight.
Yeah, I gotta say, dude, I'm gonna air these grievances real quick.
Do
Bleacher
it.
Report, I
You
fucking can't.
suck.
Yeah, you suck.
The stream is always fucking shitty.
Yeah,
It's a pain in the it's harder to log into that than it is fucking New Japan World.
yeah, because BR Live app just disappeared.
Yeah.
And then so here's my biggest fucking complaint is I guess I didn't try it on Bleacher Report app yet, but like I used like a sign in with something to get in and not like email password to get in. And
You did the
like
sign in with Google or whatever.
yeah. Like sign in with Google, sign in with Facebook.
But they
all that,
removed
have
it.
all those. They removed it from BR Live. It was just like sign in with your
Email
password. And I'm
password.
like, yeah. And so I didn't have that. So I don't know. It was just a shit show, dude, trying to watch Double or Nothing. I never did mention that on the last episode after Double or Nothing, but I mean, dude, it just sucks. Why can't we just get it on Fight? Because Fight is perfect. Fight is great. Shout out to Fight because they're awesome.
Fight.
I just Bleacher Report Live. It sucks, man.
Speaking of Fight, we have a promo going on our Twitter. It's pinned to our profile page. Retweet, like, follow all the stuff that says in the tweet, and get a chance to win a free code for Slammiversary this weekend, this Sunday. Slammiversary is on Sunday this year.
Slammy, not to be confused with the Slammy Awards. You know?
Well, you would
confuse it because it's the company's about that stature. So
yeah. All right, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. We got to bitch about Bleacher Report. We needed to do that, get that out.
Yeah,
because we didn't do it on our review.
No, we didn't. And I think that's about it. I'm sure we'll get a piece of news that comes out in the next 30 minutes that will
always happens.
Yeah,
it'll be Jeff Hardy released, I'm sure.
Yeah, something
I
stupid
hope not,
like that.
but
no, yeah, it'll be a big piece of news. Yeah. It always happens that way. But I mean, I think we hit most of the talking points. You know, Dominion, I'll be checking it out probably match by match over the next couple days. The
Patreon version of this is gonna be so fucking all over the place, but I'll try to clean it up for the main feed. Something else I needed to say. Oh, patreon.com/heels and quads. I kind of segued myself into that. We just released this morning. We released our classic album Clash, Dio, Holy Diver versus Dio, Last in Line, and our ongoing.
Our best yet.
Oh, definitely, dude.
Definitely our best yet.
Yeah. I mean, it was solid. Possibly one of our best conversations ever.
Yeah.
But we're thinking about maybe sometime sooner than later, starting to slowly put those out into the main feed, because
that way the Hall of Fame makes sense.
They're so good. We want you to sign up for Patreon. That's the main thing. Sign up for Patreon if you enjoy what we do, but we got to get it out there because it's that good. Where and if you're into hard rock, heavy metal, that kind of stuff, and we're branching out a little bit more. This week we're doing King Diamond versus Merciful Fate, which is King Diamond's band that he was in before he went on his own. But we're doing King Diamond, Abigail versus Merciful Fate. Don't Break the Oath. Looking forward to that. I'm new to King Diamond, but I'm fucking obsessed at this point.
It's awesome.
It's a problem, dude. Like I watch his fucking Twitch streams and shit with him doing all these festival dates with Merciful Fate. Dude, they sound fucking great. His voice is amazing.
Yeah,
especially because he's like 60.
Yeah, he's an old dude,
and his wife's like 37 or something.
Yeah, King
Diamond for you, buddy.
Man, dude. He's the man.
He lives in Dallas too. I found that out.
Crazy far away. Yeah,
should go hang out.
You know, it'd be cool too on the Patreon. It'd just be loud, I guess. But like if we did an album listen along on there and then kind of broke it down.
We've kind of done that after watch alongs where we just kind of, whatever we're all drinking, have fun. We'll play like videos and stuff.
Yeah.
Just like I'll do it and like let everybody have a turn picking a song or something. And we just hang out for a little bit. It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
It gets difficult because people still like to talk, so.
Oh, of course. Yeah, blah, 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 and the music's playing and
you're like, what? Like, listen to this part of the song.
Yeah, you just start muting people. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
All right.
But yeah, fun stuff happening at the Patreon. So definitely check it out, man. We appreciate everybody who is a part of the Patreon.
Yeah.
So Patreon, you're hearing this. dude, you guys are awesome, man. You give us our cup of coffee and our PlayStation subscription or whatever it may be.
The last
Goes a
couple
long
of bucks
way.
on the water bill.
Yeah, seriously. I mean,
My
it goes
expensive ass
it goes a
electric
long
bill.
way because you don't have to do that. You
Yeah,
know,
we
but
appreciate
you
it.
choose to. So I really appreciate all the people who enjoy us, and we've built a cool following. And the Patreon, man, it's all cool people. I like them all. And I'm not just saying that, but like they're all genuinely cool people that we can have conversations with, and we'd like everybody else to be a part of it too. Maybe just try it for a month. It's $5. If you don't like us, like we said last time, just don't buy a venti at Starbucks or something.
Right.
Just get a tall instead.
Yeah. Or go to McDonald's and get a cheap coffee.
Yeah, exactly. Like come and goes, and
It's
Casey's
one.
have great
It's like
coffees.
one day.
Yeah,
That's all it
$5 is nothing. So just give it a shot and come hang out with us next time, and check out the early content and the exclusive content and all that. And I mean, we enjoy.
Get your name at the end of the video on YouTube.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that's like everybody kind of does that, but it's something.
It's still
a
cool.
showing appreciation.
Yeah, exactly.
You're as much of a part of it when you're on the Patreon as we are.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it.
Yep.
All right.
So, anyways, thank you all. Go to our Pro Wrestling Tees /Heels and Quads, buy some merch if you feel the urge. Call our Nova brand, coupon code Heels and Quads in all caps. Check out 10%. Go Green Hemp.
Mm-hmm.
Heels and Quads in all caps. Checkout saves 15%.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. So there you
But
go.
before all that, patreon.com/Heels and Quads. That's the place to be.
That's the place to be.
I'd rather
Patreon's
you
cool.
sign up for Patreon than buy a shirt, honestly.
And the ideas are always flowing for Patreon. So
Yeah.
the content's always
Probably going to
evolving.
change because, like I said, there's talks about us possibly putting the album reviews, the clashes out on the main feed. So if we do that, then obviously we'll have to put something else out on Patreon.
Yeah.
But
always early content.
Always early. Like I said, we've got a backlog now of 3 album clashes that once they start coming out, the Patreon's always going to get those now a month early. So there's that. Okay.
Yep. All right. Well, we'll talk to you guys next time. Thanks for listening. Thanks for hanging out, and tell your friends.
Tell your enemies.
We'll see you then.
Bye.